Hey, it's Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey, Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman magazine, and I heard this morning that we are in locals summer. That was the word on New Jersey 101.5. Not exactly sure what that means, but it's definitely a different time after the Labor Day weekend. It is not the official end of summer, it's unofficial, but let's be honest here. So many of the folks that have spent the summer here have gone back home. They've shut down their summer homes. A lot of the pleasure boats, jet skis and just guys who like getting out cruising, they have moved their boats out of the marinas and they've moved home, which means that we have a great opportunity for hardcore anglers. Let me make a recommendation as well. A lot of friends of mine do this, guys who are up in, let's say, Brick or Point Pleasant, Manahawkin, some location like that, Tom's River, where they keep their boat in their own backyard, but you're still 20 minutes, a 40-minute round trip to get to the inlet. This is a great opportunity to get out to some of those inlet area marinas. Shoulder season pricing, if you're thinking about it, you're going to do a lot of striper fishing, you're going to be fishing those inlets, you're going to be fishing out front, and a lot of times going in and coming in cover of darkness. This is a good opportunity to take advantage of that, so you might want to sniff around and do that. And especially now, we've got the inlets are stacked up with the mullet, the finger mullet, the peanut bunker, everything's getting ready to stage to move offshore, and we have had this heat wave of sorts this week, so summer's not letting go of its grip. But as soon as we have a few nice cooler nights, get some of those northwest winds perhaps, pushing the warmer water off, getting those cooler waters, the upwelling in, and also kicking those bait out the inlets and down along the front coast, that's the thing that we're really waiting for. This is the time of year where I start initially packing my first September, mid to late September plug bag with some of the plugs that I like using most. When the finger mullet are around especially, I'm looking at the Super Strikes, the little neck poppers. These are heavily weighted lures, great lures for imitations for finger mullet. Learned this one from Fred Galifaro, reading the Fisherman magazine for so many years. Also, a great one when the finger mullet are around, just a regular metal lip swimmer, a little stout one. We swim it nice and steady. You don't have to do too much of it. Add that to the plug bag. And of course the plastics is great opportunity. Match the hatch, tsunami swim shads in the mullet imitation, or perhaps you might want to focus on the peanut bunker because there's so many peanut bunker. I'll offer one bit of advice when you take these plastics out of the bag. Don't forget that little plastic nipple that's covering the hook. I've done that one before. Had several casts and several hits when I couldn't hook up. Didn't take me too long to figure out why. So we still have the summer action, of course. We still have the rest of the fluke season. Delaware, lucky dogs, have the fluke season open for the rest of the year, so as long as summer flounder are around, they can catch them and keep them. In New Jersey, we have until the end of this month, September 26th. So a lot of folks have been getting in on that doormat action, trying to chase those fluke down in the final days. The ladies are getting into the action. Bev Gallant sent this one in. She said regulations haven't been so great this year as far as letting her keep fish, but she's been hitting them pretty hard. Had this one at Barnegat Inlet not too long ago, just the other day. Carolyn Kochman, age 6, had her first fluke ever last week. Congratulations, Carolyn. She was fishing in the Navesink River just last week. Again, peanut bunker, finger mullet. They're stacked up in the rivers and inlets waiting to go. You know where the fluke are going to be. They're going to be feeding on them as well. Carolyn here, she won the Tuesday pool on the Last Lady with Captain Ralph out of Belmar. And Ralph says he's running open fluke trips on September 15th and September 25th. A lot of boats are doing that. A lot of the bigger boats are doing that as well. Get in on it now before the season and the action comes to a close. Kathy here was fishing on the Gambler this week. Had a couple of nice keeper fluke as well. Congratulations, Kathy. Well done. As we get to the end of the fluke season, a lot of the party boats are going to be looking to head offshore, the bigger boats. Boats like the Big Jamaica, they've already started their party boat tuna trips, getting in on the tuna and mahi madness. It's great getting offshore with a big boat. You don't have to worry about anything except relaxing and then standing by the rail once you get there and hooking up with some fish. On the travel side of things, New Jersey Captain Dave Hubner has been putting folks like Debbie here from State College, Pennsylvania, on steelhead and salmon up out of Rochester on Lake Ontario. This is a great time of year for a little bit of a small weekend getaway to get up there to the Salmon River. And that river feeds off off of Lake Ontario. You go to Erie, you go to Niagara County. There's great opportunity for a little getaway for that steelhead opportunity, lake trout as well. We've had some ladies in Alaska getting into the salmon action as well. These three, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. Mr. President, what's up with the gloves? The fish isn't going to hurt you. Sorry, kidding aside. But the offshore reports this week, as far as getting offshore, the Bacardi has been hot. We've been saying that for weeks now. The offshore reports, Karen Wall's reports in the Fisherman magazine this week show that the Bacardi is hot. And that was confirmed for me in a Monday email I got from Tony Mazzolo. He was with Chris Arroyo and crew. They caught this 72-inch wahoo 13 miles inside, west of the Bacardi. They were trolling a naked 6-inch plain purple zuker and had that fish on. So there's wahoo and yellowfin at the Bacardi, and of course the big eye action has been phenomenal, especially locations like the Hudson Canyon. Congratulations in order once again to Adam and the crew of the Canyon Runner. They took home $63,000 last week in the Manasquan River Marlin and Tuna Club's Offshore Open. 248-pound big eye tuna took all that money. That's some good cash. And again, big eye has been the story of this season. Lots of big eye, lots of opportunity. This weekend, offshore reports look a little bit dicey. 3 to 5s, 3 to 6s. Saturday looks like a pretty good window. Take a look at the NOAA weather forecast, but it looks like 2 to 4 on Saturday. Could make a good go of it. Summer continues for anglers, and we are looking forward to a fall run, but it's not there yet until we get the weather is playing a little bit more kindly to our fall run. But if you're gearing up, like I am, for that fall run, a couple of opportunities for you. DJ Muller let me know, a regular contributor to the Fisherman magazine. He's got some courses starting this Monday, September 14th at Brookdale Community College. You can email him for information. And then next week, September 17th on Long Island, the Fisherman magazine's annual surf show and workshop. It's a big event. Jersey surfcasters love going up there. It's at the Huntington Hilton. Huge event, really kicks things off into gear, and if you want, schedule your trip for Montauk around that same time. So hopefully I will see you up there at the Fisherman Surf Show, but wet a line, enjoy yourself, enjoy the local summer, and we'll see you next week at thefisherman.com.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.